you're coming out right now, log into X-ray.
Enforcement, but yeah, I'm not able to log in on the 8548. Can you probably log out there, watch, and let us log in to next frequency?
Okay, 10-4. Who does it say is logged in? Still 412?
10-4.
All right, 10-4. All right, 412, you can go ahead and try now.
We're live or not? We live?
I cut you off. Female voice, try it again.
1812.
1812.
Live streaming.
Well, you can show us where we're going to finish the paper later on.
1812, 10-4.
432 first block.
Go ahead. 432 first block, you have here.
Hey, squad, having an issue trying to log in this next free car. Any way you can log out 432 so we can log in?
10-4, stand by.
Woo. So we have an officer involved shooting.
All right, 432 midnight. Go ahead and try it now. I'll log out the regular 432. The boy unit, try it again.
X-ray 624.
X-ray 624.
I can't see anything.
You log off 612 so we can log in. Still need the vehicle number.
Let's see. Let's see what we can get.
Do I have a 612 helping out from Third Watch? 612 helping out with the 2 from Third Watch gone?
Squad, we're here.
Yeah, so.
Okay, 10-4.
But wow. I was supposed to have the other shit. I don't know what the hell's going on back here.
Well, can you let me know what car is sitting on the car that caught on fire?
Yeah, all right, so go ahead, try to log in now. Close log in.
I'm trying to move my screen up so you can see what I'm seeing.
5, 2, 7.
YouTube. Come on back.
All right, we have 3. Stand by. We have 313 with the car that caught on fire located at 5835 South Cottage. Again, that's 313 at 535 South Cottage. Next unit coming in.
Thank you for walking on over with that unit.
Do I have 313 on zone?
Oh, there we go. Sweet. Okay.
X-ray 41, you might.
We're here with them.
So.
Okay, 10-4.
We have an officer involved shooting in
X-ray
Chicago.
641 for your mobile. We got 343.
Is that
Sorry, 334.
That's 334.
It's been going on for a little bit now.
Guys, can y'all look in the back of that car that caught on fire and see if that officer's weapon is in the back of that vehicle? Do not recover it, but just let us know if it's back there.
Let's see where they're at.
10-4, what's up?
It had happened at
141, Charlie.
I'm sorry, next unit.
off of South Drexel Street here. Off 82nd, South Drexel.
141. Charlie?
1481, Charlie.
Since it started.
10-4 squad, can I get an RD for a 4387?
Alright, let me just make sure you're on the right thing. Stand by.
Pull this up.
It's going to be for the check the well-being from 76 in Union. 1481, Charlie.
1481 Charlie, 10-4 squad, yeah, the check the well-being.
Alright, 10-4. So you're just going to get your John 283-230, John 283-230. The last 5 of your event is 15136, 15136.
10-4.
I got quiet, didn't it? Kind of crazy.
4563.
4563.
Yes, well, I show myself and my team over here to help out with the call final.
Okay, 10-4, thank you.
X-ray 433.
X-ray 433.
So yeah, this happened.
Which
on,
ambulance did the removal?
For Avenue H,
Yeah.
it's going to be ambulance 71, but they didn't do a removal. They returned to quarters. Ambulance 71 and engine 74 both returned to quarters.
So yeah, this happened on
Good
South
Lord, thank you.
Drexel and.
You're welcome. X-ray 422.
Where the hell am I at?
X-ray
82nd Street.
I got a criminal trespass in progress, 8741 on Colfax, looking
Ton of other shit
for
going on.
someone in a white Ford Transit with her daughter. She said she works at a hospital. She was waiting for police service. Rest of details on the ticket.
That's crazy. And it almost sounded like it might have been like an ambush or something. Like they got hit in
X-ray
the
4,
car or something.
X-ray 431, 532. I'll get you next. X-ray 431.
It's busy in that place. I'm gonna tell you what.
Get a domestic disturbance on the B for 9838 South Calhoun. A couple calls over here for an 8 to 9 year old female that's unclothed and keeps standing in front of the window.
What
Says
the
they live
hell?
across the street from the caller and she wants somebody to check and see what's going on.
Jesus. That's crazy.
532, you have the air.
Anything else, Clark?
I'm sorry, 532, I didn't copy.
Anything else?
Oh, 10-4,
Let's see.
I got a battery in progress up here for 7600 South Halsted for a group of about 8 people fighting at the gas station. It's a fountain of fuel over there.
Come on, get my gas.
Thank you. And X-ray 423, you were coming in. Go ahead.
We landed 12457 on the mouth.
Oh, shit, I
Show you landed 0012.
Whoops. Sorry.
699.
699.
Send me 2 officers, 80, to this, address. Just, 2 beat officers. I need them over here. I'll give them direction when they get here.
Okay. Did you care where they're coming from or just any available car that I have?
Any available midnight car. That's fine.
I tell you what's
622, X-ray 622 and X-ray 624. Could you please head over to 699, 810 South Drexel, 8210 South Drexel?
En route.
10-4, thank you.
now like
834.
30 minutes
Okay,
ago.
last unit, try it again.
Because I'm retarded. That's how long it took me to set this
X-ray
up.
334, that's negative on the left hand.
All right, 10-4.
And I have it on. It's screen recorded on my editing software, but it came up there and they said it twice.
X-ray 641, 10-4.
Telling everybody to turn their body cameras off. They're gonna light somebody's ass up. I mean, they come on the radio and said everybody turn all your body cameras off, all recording devices off. That means they're gonna hook somebody up if they find them. I'll tell you what though, with all these, I mean, because there's 100 different calls going on at the same time. That place is a dumpster fire. I mean, I don't know what time it is in
X-ray
Chicago,
432.
but I know what time it is here. And,
X-ray 432.
yeah.
I'm going to stack you guys with 2. I got a sex offense, what different guy say. I have a slumper for you on the beat. A person slumped over the vehicle by a garage. It says it's a silver SUV.
Mm-hmm.
Careful.
I mean, that place is wilding out. Fighting and shooting and shit. There's some dude a little while ago walking down the road with a rifle or something.
PH2.
PH2's on it.
We need a Volvo with the commander on scene here.
I'm sorry, PH2, what did you need?
It's a weird sounding dude.
Yeah, we've exhausted all our search areas. We're running up to a hard limit on this aircraft on inspection that's due. We need to know if we can break. We can stay a little while longer, but we need to know. Tell them we need permission from him.
699.
No, $7.
699, if they've exhausted everything, then they can obviously head back to base if they need to. Yep.
PH2, you copy?
PH2 copy.
10-4.
It's been going on for a little while.
Give it 5 on zone 8. Zone 8.
You got cut out. Try again. Unit on coming in on zone 8.
Give it 5 squad.
We're the drone unit. If you need us to scan anything else, we'll be around.
You had,
10-4.
Webster. You had.
Units, watch your keys. We definitely need this air clear. Watch your keys, please.
Yeah, French. Well, French was 3.
Yeah, shut the hell up. Thank you. You always walk around the mic here.
Unit. Units, watch your keys. Check your partner's keys. We need Zone 8 to be clear. Watch your keys. Units, please watch your keys. Check your partner's keys. Watch your keys. We need this zone to be clear.
Yeah, I thought we were going to hear something good there for a second. Damn it. I done told you. But yeah, like I said, they wild on that place.
What's your terminal number?
410 Adam, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Your terminal number was your message.
Oh, I'm sitting at PD05. PD05.
Must have a new dispatcher. I ain't the same person that was on here a little while ago. Must have had a shift change or something. I didn't pay attention. I would not want that job. I mean, we don't want a cop up there neither, but I, mean, I don't like cops anyway. But that dispatcher up there, Jesus Christ. No. And there probably ain't no days it's like, slow days. Maybe snow days, I don't know. But like, I've been listening to this for a little bit over an hour now, and I screen recorded a lot of it. And then it said, the hell, I'll try to go live, and it took forever to do it because I don't go live very often. And yeah, I got a headache already, and I'm just listening to it. Now we're in a little quiet spot. I wish I could find that spot where it said about the body camera thing, because that was crazy. And they said it twice. I was like, oh shit. I'm about to get fucked up. It's not going to be good. It's going to suck for somebody. And it said something, it was like a canine cop, but I don't know. I don't guess it was the dog that got shot. I really don't know. I think it was the cop. And they were talking about in the car or something. So I don't know if they got like ambushed or they were outside the car.
620.
620.
You can forward the music disturbance on Nicholson.
Thank you.
Because, let me pull it up real quick here. So it started at, I think it started right at this place, 8224 South Drexel. I think.
X-ray 412, 412.
And then it kind of, they thought he was over here on South
X-ray
Ingleside.
412.
But then they thought.
X-ray 412.
Suspicious person, 7800 South Kenwood. Caller states that someone was in her backyard, an individual with a face mask, possibly wearing a sweater or a smock. Caller states that is at her son's house and has Parkinson's and dementia and have a difficulty speaking, but the person was in the backyard.
That was just a lot all at once. Who had Parkinson's? The motherfucker in the backyard with a mask on?
620. You can give that advice complaint to St. Paul.
620 to 4.
You got Parkinson's. I don't know how you got the mask on. I didn't say that. Not at all. But yeah, so like I said, I think it started on South Drexel Street at that 8224, I think is what it was. And they thought they found a weapon on South Ingle over here. But they said they searched here, but I didn't see nothing. But then they was reported some dude and he was walking around. I don't remember what the hell that was. Talking about, yeah, I did it. And I don't know what happened with that either. I think they detained a few people. But I don't.
X-ray 422.
X-ray 422.
Can you guys check this poll 2 for me from 76 to Ingleside? It came out about 5 minutes ago. They said that CPD was needed. Ambulance 9 was requesting CPD for an auto accident over there. Thank you.
Last I heard, oh shit, wrong way.
Got no simulcast for the innocent form. Get a person with a gun from the 7900 block of South Kenwood. Person with a gun, 7900 block of South Kenwood. Caller says 2 male blacks got out of a red Ford and pulled out guns. Caller was blocked. The car was blocking the bus. This is due to details to follow. I got no further at this time.
Everybody walking around with guns up there tonight. I mean, I guess it's every night. I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, you're talking about people shooting everywhere.
X-ray 412.
What a shithole.
X-ray 412.
I'm not sure if this has anything to do with your call, but this is at the 7900 block, and yours is at 78 in Kenwood. This is 7900 block of Kenwood. Can you also check this one? Coming out as a person with a gun with 2 male blacks got out of a red Ford and pulled out guns. The bus is still sitting there. It was headed eastbound, but the car blocked them off.
We're trying to rob the bus.
X-ray
They don't carry no money no more.
Thank you. Next
X-ray
one.
434.
X-ray 434.
This one is all with them.
Okay, 10-4.
That's crazy. This is straight up tripping.
X-ray 421.
Why is
X-ray
that like
421.
that? Hold up.
Hold on, you can show it.
Why? There we go. Sorry if we didn't see nothing.
X-ray
My
412,
bad.
10-4.
I want to stop fucking with it. I gotta stop touching shit. Lucky I got to where I got it at.
X-ray 414.
X-ray 414.
Can you hold us in for on reports?
X-ray 414, holding you in 4 on paper, 10-4.
Yeah, we tough.
No. That dude long gone by now because it's been like an hour.
6-4-23.
6 tall, 23?
6 something.
Yes, squad. What desk are you at?
PD 05. PD 05.
2 o'clock in the morning, I'm like dicking around with a stupid ass computer. I don't know why. But in other news, while we're
620 Adam, third watch.
I was gonna say intermission.
620 Adam, third watch.
Squad, you know, there was a male and a female that were placed in custody right behind the crime scene on Drexel. Do you know which beat placed these 2 individuals into custody?
Oh, man. All right, give me just a second. I'll try to see if I can scroll down.
Bro, that shit was like an hour
see
ago.
if I see anything. And you said that for a male and female placed in custody, behind which address?
Behind the crime scene, squad. It was by the alley almost.
Any unit listening placed a male and female in custody behind the crime scene? Almost by the alley?
Well, somebody apparently had called an ambulance earlier, and then ambulance showed up, and they're like, who called for an ambulance? They're like, I don't know. I'm like,
All right,
goddamn.
620 Adam, just let me see if I can do some research for you, and I'll check and see if it's in the ticket.
All right, thank you.
Taking everybody to like a
You're
staging
welcome.
area. And they had like a staging area for the media and shit they were setting up. That's crazy. But yeah, there was an ambulance that showed up like on English, I don't know, one of them goddamn streets, and then they were all like, who called for an ambulance? And some coordination right there, boy, I'm gonna tell you. Oh yeah, so while we're in a lull for a moment. Excuse me. I'm actually surprised this is going out because I did some more researching on the whole shadow banning thing. That's some crazy shit when you get into it. If you start reading about it.
All right,
X-ray 424.
X-ray 461.
Yeah, X-ray 424. You can show us here with 412.
Okay, X-ray 424 showing you with X-ray 412, 10-4. All right, 620 Adam, third watch.
620 Adam, third watch.
I'm sorry, 620. Okay, so at 2208, it stated that one male and one female was detained. 520 Adam came up. I'm sorry, 520 came up for the male and female detained.
So what happened earlier? I thought it did. Am I been fucking with this
And
for that
stand by.
long?
532 for info.
He said, hell no, like I give a shit.
And just be advised, at 532, did you all detain that male and female?
Regular squad.
All right, 10-4. And 620, Adam, at 2209, it said there was negative results on the male and the female.
Okay.
Damn, I've been watching this longer than I thought. That's been like 4 hours ago. No, I ain't been watching this 4 hours.
530.
Maybe, I don't know.
Show myself and 552 Robert going to the EMS hall on 95th Street.
10-4, thank you.
But I know they had all the roads and shit closed off around there for the longest time.
Adam.
430, Adam.
Yeah, you might be right about that. 82nd and Drexel.
Squad, hold me down to the station. Assisting B423. I'm going to be serving an order of protection.
You might be right
Can I
about
just get the
that.
event number?
Sure, stand by. We'll create one.
X-ray 434.
I mean, well, they've been all over the damn place. It's kind of crazy.
Give me stand by 1 second.
That event number is 00296, 00296.
Next unit coming in.
X-ray 434.
X-ray 434.
Yes, all that.
Anyway,
For the suspicious person, we do, and a person with a gun. We'll try them both to see.
a suspicious person or with a gun. And with a gun?
Hey, do I have a 4361 boy?
Go ahead.
4361 boy, you know what, somebody.
I have no idea what that was.
4361 boy, can you please check this 8212 South Ingleside apartment 1 William? The caller says he's having a disturbance with his girlfriend and he wants her to get out of the house.
4363. I'm supposed to go with them.
I'm sorry, what was the unit that's going to assist?
Please get this bitch out of the house.
4363, Adam.
Adam Sifor.
I ain't doing no weed.
4363, Charlie.
4363 Charlie Sifor.
There was no answer on that callback X-ray 412.
Then there was some other thing.
4361 Charlie, you can show us going as well.
I don't know what happened to it, but
4363 Charlie will show you going with them as well.
it was some domestic shit.
61 Charlie.
You're 4361 Charlie?
There was a male and a female fighting, and
Okay, so forth.
he had like a gun and a pipe. So I don't know if he was all like, yo.
Small 23.
I didn't hear nothing else about that one. So
523.
6 Paul 23.
6 Paul 23.
get it right, goddammit.
Squad, do we have the accurate number of persons of interest that were taken to the area and by whom?
No, we do not. It was quite a few.
Yeah, it was.
I can give you some of them, but I don't think we have them all, and especially not all who they were actually transported by, because so many units came up with so many different people.
They just started.
Okay, whoever you have, can you just advise me on them?
Absolutely.
They just started nabbing motherfuckers off at the street. You see them?
6 Paul 23. Do you have a PDT, or would you like me to just see them over the air?
You can send it on PDT. I'm logged in at 6 Paul 23.
10-4. I'll send you a message right now.
Yeah, like I guess.
X-ray 422.
X-ray 422.
422. Oh, God. Did you hear what this is?
The fuck?
Okay, female unit, try again.
Actually, 422, the address you gave us is in the 6th district.
Oh, I'm sorry.
that a cop or one of them like talk dirty number people?
So we don't have.
76
I know,
in Euclid for the
just-
poll? That's in 6?
076 and Road and Ingleside.
No, you can't be a soft-spoken cop in Chicago. Come on now, you been.
Oh yeah, that probably was just the dude. That was a poll too. That was an ambulance calling, but the original ticket where they were supposed to be is 76 in Euclid. Try that one.
1281 Adam.
That's fine.
1281 Adam.
Yes, why you put us on 530 job? And by the way, is there did Apple make a removal or did they ever show up here?
Stand by, let me check.
I know they've been all over the damn place. Just in that little area, like that little.
Be advised, they return to quarters. It's stating that ambulance 29 is supposed to be on scene, but they probably just didn't update. But I know engine 93 has theirs as return to quarters.
10-4, thank you.
They said the hell with it. They're going
No
home.
problem.
X-ray 434.
X-ray 434.
Anything on call back?
No.
Stand by.
But yeah, it's like been a bunch of these things that like you don't hear nothing else about. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's still open or. I don't know.
1381, boy.
Is that 1281, boy?
1481 boy, can you show us on 1481 Charlie's job? Looks like the offender keeps trying to come back on scene.
10-4.
Well, you shouldn't do that. Dumbass.
X-ray 434, no answer.
10-4.
I mean, I don't know what time it is in Chicago. Was it an hour behind here? I think maybe. I think it's an hour behind. It's one of most sane people are probably sleeping. Well, I don't know though. From the way it sounds, you don't sleep up around there. You might be able to sleep during the daytime when people, but people ain't shooting each other. Nighttime is like crazy, and plus, it's going to be summertime too. That's when all the crazy shit goes on. I'd be goddamn if I want to live in that shithole. Ain't no way. I don't know. I don't like being around people anyway. Not my thing. And then you see on that map, the place is packed together. And it looks like a lot of old houses. Like it's, it probably was a thriving town at one time because it's near the water. Probably like a manufacturing type town, But now it ain't shit. Female officer has. Was it a female officer? I didn't hear that part.
530, 19 call.
530, 10-4.
I thought it was 1 hour behind, yeah.
And 6 Paul 23, I got some of them coming your way. If I find any more, I'll send it.
But I didn't hear that it was a female officer.
532, as of right now, no. We should be pretty good. Thank you so much.
I know at first when I started hearing...
For the units of Fort and Citywide, getting shots fired coming in from the 7800 block of South Ridgeland. 7800 block of South Ridgeland, 2 shots. No further this time. Zone 8, 4th District, we're clear.
Oh, that was just, Damn. Because see, at first they were talking about...
X-ray 412.
First started hearing about it, they said it was
X-ray 412.
Can you check that shots fired for me? 7800 block of South Ridgeland.
That dude's like, man, god damn it.
4-4.
But yeah, they said, I don't know, maybe it was a canine unit, maybe, I'm not sure. I know that they were talking about the car a while ago.
X-ray 434.
The car was still out there.
X-ray 434.
Yes, well, we just drove past Ridgeland. We didn't hear no shots. We're going to check it out, too.
X-ray 434, 10-4, on the ticket.
You can't hear if the windows rolled up. Music playing and shit. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But you know, I hate to sound like the conspiracy theorist, but I will. It's almost like this shit's promoted. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that right. I mean, like this kind of shit's condoned. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost this is how I feel about it. It's almost like they, like government and shit like that wants things to get to a certain point where everybody's like, oh, come in and save us and shit because we can't take care of ourselves because these cities are just like they're coming to war zones. You know what I mean? So that being said, then the government's like, all right, well, you're going to live how we want you to live and where we want you to live and do what we want you to do. And I know that's a weird conspiracy to have, but I mean, you just kind of look at history and what everything's come to, and especially in the last 5 years, 10 years. I'll go 5 years. It's gotten stupid.
6 Paul 35.
I'm sure this is
6 Paul 35.
So anyone I've seen from 8238 Ingleside, search is complete. Witnesses have been interviewed. Thanks to Fire, 9th District, and a bunch of other people for searching. The scene is clear.
10-4 per 6 Paul 35. All witnesses have been interviewed. Thanks to Fire and all the help. 8238 South Ingleside. The scene is clear.
The other bad part is if you try to make like videos about this kind of stuff.
460.
460.
It never gets seen.
What's the location of the 3rd District TAC car that caught on fire?
Stand by, let me get it for you.
I think somebody set a car on fire too, I believe. Guess that's normal too. I don't know. But anyway.
It's going to be 5835 South Cottage. 5835 South Cottage.
Yeah, it's not far from there either.
Is there a car still there sitting on that car?
313 or 334 zone. Are you still on zone 8?
10-4 squad. Where were
Jesus.
10-4, thank you.
Somebody asked them about when you try to do videos about this stuff too, like a lot of times, and
460, you copy?
People will
I did, thanks, squad. I'll be over there in a minute.
10-4.
They'll call you a conspiracy theorist if you talk about shadow banning and all that shit, but I'm telling you, it's a real thing. You go onto my analytics and look. I mean, this is a small channel anyway. It's tiny compared to most or all. So like a lot of my videos would be. I'd gotten to the point where they were getting 1,000, 2, 3. A couple of them had 8, 9. I had one to do over 100.
4361 boy, for your call back.
4361 boy for your call back. Stand by.
For about the last week, and I can tell you exactly what happened.
X-ray 422.
X-ray 422.
I got a fire here, 839 South Marquette. This is a false alarm on a fire. There was supposed to be a battery issue. I don't know if you want to just check it out and give me a code.
I had put a video out about it was about Trump and Elon, about how they,
X-ray 411.
That kind of kicked them to the curb. It kicked Elon to the curb.
X-ray 411.
Can I please stack you with two? One is a person down. It's been up on board about 15 minutes. 2100 block of East 79th Street. They said someone was down on the sidewalk wearing dark clothing. And then I have an auto theft in progress, 8723 South Greer, for a black car with 6 or 7 occupants trying to take the auto.
Now, the black clothing one, that was the
Thank you.
description of the dude that they said was shot that cop.
That caller's stepping out.
But I think that's what it was anyway. Anyway, so when I put that video out about the Trump Elon thing and, Elon getting kicked to the curb throw it out like I used rubber. I went from getting 1,002 or 3,000 or 8,000 to like single digit numbers. It was insane. And I went back and forth with YouTube about it. Well, you can't hardly get nobody to talk to. I did. It was kind of funny though, because through the Google Ads account, because it has to go, everything is Google and YouTube is all combined together. So you talk to a chat bot, some AI thing on Google, and I was like, lift these restrictions off my shit, because nothing was, you know what I mean? It wasn't controversial. It wasn't misinformation. I took it straight from Daily Mail. It was just a news story, So, and the thing is the chatbot thing was like, I can't remove restrictions. It's someone else you have to talk to. And basically, in a nutshell, it's saying, yes, there's restrictions on your shit, but I can't do nothing about it. So when I emailed support again at YouTube, I'm like, look, and I didn't bring up the thing about what the chatbot thing had said. I was telling them the situation, and because what they'll do is when they email you
And
back.
for any of the outside units that came over here to help us in the 6th District on Zone A, we really do appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are heading back. We really appreciate it.
They're going to deny all day, right? That anything like shadow banning or restricted anything. Oh no, your channel's fine. And then they give you some dumbass number like, well, you've had X amount of impressions throughout the year. Well, I'm not talking about the year. I'm talking about the last 5 days, which I had to reiterate on that. And I said, when I emailed them back, I was like, look, even y'all's chatbot says that there's restrictions on my goddamn channel, and either you need to reprogram that thing to talk right, or well, then they kind of backpedal a little bit, like, well, we'll check again, this and that, and whatever. And I ain't heard back since. So and that's been 2 days ago. But my views are still at like, and it's
410 out of 10-4.
That's some disheartening shit right there. Because, excuse me, most nights I'm in here till about this time, trying to do research on stuff or putting videos together, whatever. And, you put a lot of time in on something, right? And then nobody sees it because of something like impressions. That, you don't want to talk about wanting to punch a hole through your monitor. Like, yeah. Yeah.
And for all of the 4th District Midnight cards, be sure to check your boxes for any jobs.
That's going to be a check your boxes for jobs.
410.
410. 410 Adam.
So just to remind you, I got 414 on reports and 4. I got 23 in on the rest.
10-4.
But, and some shit I read about this.
410 Adam. This is for midnights, right? The 423 for days is gone, correct?
Yeah, both midnights.
Yeah.
10-4.
About the whole shadow banning thing, it said it takes anywhere from a week, 2 weeks, to a month, for it to go away. But the same type of shit happened on TikTok too, and that I can tell you what video did that one too. That was one where there was that little sub that imploded, but the people aren't going to see the Titanic. But if you look at the video of it or pictures of it, whatever, that thing's standing straight up and down at the bottom of the ocean, right? But it's got like a Walmart ratchet strap holding it together. And I made a little video about it. I'm like, what the hell is that? That one video on TikTok crushed it. I went from like 15 to 200 or 1,500 views per video to 2,000 to nothing. I'm like, yeah, okay. And it's always, well, I didn't even contact them about it because, whatever. But hey, speaking of Elon and Trump, there was shit they're talking about today? It's crazy. Elon now talking about wanting to impeach a motherfucker and shit. Look, I called that like 2 months ago, and I knew it was going to happen because I feel like Elon is like a people pleaser, because dude's on the spectrum. I mean, everybody got to admit that. But I think he's like a people pleaser, and like it's probably I mean, obviously he's well known because of his wealth, but I think that's the first time he's ever been in a limelight like that, like talking about, and he kind of got caught in a moment, I think, and then it's like the dude in high school that wasn't ever popular, and all of a sudden he was popular. You know what I mean? Like them dumbass '80s movies, all them love story movies. You know what I'm talking about? So I think he got caught up in that, and really, with the whole Doge thing or whatever. Personally, I think he was doing whatever Trump told him to do because he's, like I said, he's like a people pleaser and he wants to try to do whatever. So, and I think that once the spotlight was kind of off of him, that Trump didn't have any use for him no more, and he kicked him to the curb. That's my thought. And now, the other thing was too is they, with that whole stupid, big beautiful bill, which, by the way, is a dumbass name. I'm just saying. With that, they took away the EV tax credit, so that's going to crush Tesla. And then I heard something about maybe they were going to, the government was going to not use SpaceX no more. They're going to end its contracts with that, which is crazy because you figure SpaceX basically took over.
4361.
I mean, NASA's still there.
Yeah, so it's on a hand waiver at 7814 South Emerald.
7814 South Emerald, 10-4.
Okay.
1812.
4361.
1812, you have the air.
Can you show us over here on Emerald?
Showing you on Emerald, 10-4. I have another unit coming in.
4361. Eddie, show us with 4361.
Eddie, I have you with 4361, 10-4.
Yeah, but anyway, so he was building those. I don't know, some dragging something or other rocket. He said he's going to just scrap that whole thing and shit on it. But of course, then he come out saying something about he was on the Epstein list or some shit, and that's why the list didn't really come out. And talk about a can of worms. But my personal opinion on this whole matter is there is no right or left once you get to a certain level. I think once you get past a local level, that's just a uniparty. It's just too much points in that direction. But then you get a lot of people out here that will say right or this or left that, and it's kind of like us and them. You know what I mean? Like
$6.99 for information.
Kind of information. Like 411.
$6.99 or any available charger that can help me out.
99, what's up?
Should I be sending some of these cars back to their districts? Is the crime scene clear, or do we still need some of the cars sitting in certain areas?
Crime scene's not clear yet. I know there's certain parts might be. You can probably start sending some of the cars back. But how's the board look?
Oh, we're good on the board. We just got 3 jobs up here, so they were a great help.
How many 6 district cars do we have up and available? How many are on the street?
Up and available, 1.
All right, but how many do we have now assigned to the crime scene who are going to be eventually up and available?
Step by, let me count.
That's pretty good because they were slammed like an hour ago.
6 cars total.
Okay, I know the overtime. We got overtime cars that are handling jobs, and then we'll have these six district cars. And then when at 3 o'clock, when the robbery team comes in, they're going to be handling jobs too. They already know that. So you might want to ask the deputy, but I have no problem with them being released and going back to their own districts.
Okay, tip 4 is the
winding
deputy
down
on our air?
Yeah, I just don't remember what car number she is.
What was that show back in the day?
Deputy on Zone 8. I'm not sure what car
54,
number you
where
are.
are
Do you have a deputy on Zone 8 for info?
Showing my age.
That should be car 42.
Car 42 for information. Car 42.
Yeah. Just taking a nap.
Do I still have car
699,
42?
699, she might be at the hospital. So, let's just make it how I did it. If we need to call them back, we'll call people back. You can send everybody back to their district.
10-4. For any units that came out of 9, 18, 7, 5, 22, 10, 14, you guys can start heading back to your districts. Thank you for coming over for helping. Again, any 9, 7, 5, 2, 18, 14, or 12 district units, you guys can start heading back to your own districts. Thanks for the help. Per 699.
I do know that when this was first one.
Car 42, you were calling me?
10-4, good morning. Are we okay with sending the cars back? Well, our board is kind of good for 6.
Yes, ma'am, and thank you. All the officers that showed up to help out.
10-4. And again, any units that came over to assist Zone 8, the 6th district, you guys can head back to your districts, and we'll show you guys clear over here, give you some travel time to get back.
6 Paul 35.
6 Paul 35.
We're going to use the address 920 East 82nd Street. I'm going to have a couple 11th District guys sit here for now. We have some found items. We're going to make this an additional crime scene for now. If you could have a 6th District supervisor assign a car to come over here and sit. We have multiple live rounds, coil spring, and a magazine well found on the scene.
Okay, 10-4. Do I have an available 6th district unit that can help me out? X-ray 612.
X-ray 16, I'm now 6:30, Adam on midnight. Where they need us at? Where they at right now? So I can go over there, and I'll let you know what car can fit on it.
10-4. It's going to be multiple live rounds and magazines found at the address of 920 East 82nd Street, and they're looking for a vehicle to sit on it. You're going to be looking for 6 Paul 35. 6 Paul 35.
Live round. Well, somebody trying to reload the magazine and dropped it. I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
Are you 620 Adam Midnights now?
I'm 6:30 Adam midnight now. And lost
All right,
back in from the crime scene.
Okay, 6:30 Adam Midnights 10-4. 920 East 82nd Street. Looks to speak to 6 Paul 35. They found some items and live rounds of magazines over there.
Like plural, like magazines.
I'll let you know. I'm going to it right now. Let you know who's sitting on it.
10-4.
Maybe someone's trying to reload while they was running or something. I don't know. That's crazy. That place seems like it's pretty live for like a couple hours anyway. That was because when this first all went on. See, I get these alerts on my phone from the scanner app thing that I got. And it said officer involved thing. Half the time I don't open
X-ray
them up,
612.
but today I decided to.
X-ray 612.
Can you help me out with this domestic disturbance? 8053 South Paulina. The granddaughter was destroying property, drinking, and drugs are involved in a loud commotion. No further. Thank you.
Twisted out the rails. But yeah, when this thing first went on, they were like, get everybody here. And I'm like, God damn. And so I screen recorded a lot of it. That was shit on. I should have went live earlier because there was a lot more going on.
Available Sergeant in 4, please.
That dude.
Simulcast unavailable for the units in 4. I'm getting a person shot. 7534 South Colfax. 7534 South Colfax. Call to say the boyfriend has been shot. Fire's rolling. Got details to follow on this one. Do I have a unit that can assist? X-ray 421. 10-4, I dropped it. Can I get available assist unit for X-ray 421? 7534 South Coast. 424.
X-ray 431. We'll go.
10-4.
X-ray 412.
Next unit, try again.
X-ray 412.
X-ray 412.
Somebody got shot.
X-ray 411.
411, showing you going?
10-4.
10-4.
Okay.
630 Adam.
630 Adam.
Right now, I'm trying to get a 6th district unit over here. I don't have 11, 12 Adam. They're going to sit on their, all these live rounds. Yo, y'all can't go through there. At 922 East 82nd Street.
All right, do I have an available 6th district unit to assist me at 922 East 82nd Street to sit on some live rounds? Anybody clear or give me a code?
Maybe I didn't.
11, 12 Adam. No, the 6th district unit is going to relieve you 11, 12 Adam. That's what she's calling.
Again, can I have available 6th district unit to help me out at 922 East 82nd Street? I need you to assist with some sitting on live rounds. Anybody come clear or about to come clear?
Shit, they all trying to go to that shooting, though. They don't want to go sit there in no car.
X-ray 671.
699.
699.
Make somebody come clear. Find a job that somebody's on that is worthless and just clear that job up and send them.
10-4.
It's kind of like
X-ray 624 for info. Hold on.
I didn't know the job was garbage.
X-ray 624. Are you guys sitting on a crime scene or somewhere?
2 per 600. I'm clear. Check 100.
Okay, I'm sorry, you're breaking up. X-ray 624, you're sitting where per 699?
82nd, well, X-ray 622.
699, can I leave 622 there and take 624?
Well, what are they sitting on?
X-ray 624, what are you guys actually sitting on?
My ass.
On 82nd and Jackson.
What are you sitting on 82nd and Jackson? Are you blocking traffic? Is it a crime scene? What are you
Sitting
sitting
on
on?
my car?
The entire block.
What?
I know what they're doing. You can leave them there. They're making sure people aren't coming out of their houses, walking up and down this crime scene. So they're actually doing something that's need to be. Just pick one of the cars that's on a job, clear them up, and send them over there to Sergeant New to sit on the crime scene.
X-ray 613?
I feel like that guy's kind of a little bit of an ass. Just, maybe he's not, I don't know.
X-ray 630. X-ray 630. 630 Adam.
I'm sure it's a stressful job up
630
there. I mean, I don't want to do it.
631 midnight. They can sit on the shell cases on 922 and relieve 11, 12 Adam. They're leaving the post. I got enough POs over here between Drexel and Maryland on the alley. So they'll go over there and sit on shell cases.
All right, 10-4, X-ray 631, we'll pull you off the alley and put you over there at the 922 East 82nd Street for the shell case.
No, it's actually 631 midnight, not X-ray. My bad.
All right, so 631 midnight. We'll put you over there on the shell cases.
That was confusing. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't want that job. I mean, I wouldn't want to be a cop anyway. I have a...
X-ray 422.
X-ray 422.
X-ray 422. Can you show us some Colfax?
10-4.
X-ray 433.
X-ray 433.
Can I get an RD number for UCR code 0610?
I think in that.
Take John 283-255. John 283-255. Event number 15182. 15182.
X-ray 411.
X-ray 411.
6 June 2025. Chicago Point to Point Radio is clear.
Person shot 105. Looks like one kid doesn't show right ankle.
Jesus. What happened to this person that got shot?
10-4. You said right ankle.
10-4.
Available Sergeant in 4. 10-4. Available Sergeant in 4.
14-11.
4-11 got a bottom 5 person shot, 7534 South Colfax with the GSW to the right ankle.
Oh, never mind.
10-4.
And 421 is going to be the paper car. Well, X-ray 421 is going to be the paper car on this.
You done shot his damn self. Don't play with your pistol.
10-4.
Shot yourself in the foot. Playing around acting stupid. Well, I don't know. I feel like in the society we live in now, in this, I guess, call it a post defund the police type era, that a lot of what would have been good cops have said, you know, they ain't doing this shit no more because it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. They probably all resigned or you just all out quit. And then you get a different breed of people coming in that are just like a bunch of gangsters and shit, and they run the streets like they own them. Like that Tyree Nichols thing with the Scorpion unit. They beat that dude. They beat him to death on the side of the road on camera. They didn't give a shit. That was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. And then to be their federal charges get acquitted was insane to me. I couldn't believe it. Or no, not federal. Which one? I don't remember what it was. Either federal, one or the other. Either federal or state got dropped or acquitted. And I think two of the other dudes plead down to lesser charge. Them guys ain't gonna serve shit for time. But they beat that dude to death on the side of the road. That's crazy. To me, that's just insane. And that video, that video was hard to watch, the body cam stuff, and even the, I guess, surrounding cameras, like, it was a traffic cam or something like that. And, it was hard to watch. They just straight brutalized this dude. And I watched some of the court stuff on there, where the former chief of police was testifying.
X-ray 433.
X-ray 433.
Do you notify a supervisor that I have a bona fide burglary? Or some entry?
A burglary?
Available Sergeant in 4.
14 Adam.
14 Adam. X-ray 433 has a bona fide robbery, forced entry. 118th and
There was a 9mm Springfield Hellcat taken from a Ford F-150.
No.
10-4.
Stole somebody's pistol. You live in Chicago. Why the hell would you leave a gun in a car? That's just asking for trouble. Why? No. Why? No. What? No. That's just not a smart thing to do. But anyway, so the former police chief was testifying, and they brought up some kind of an AI thing where it was just one cop and Tyree Nichols instead of like all four, and they're showing. Basically, it was the scenes like where the one cop was holding dude up, and the other cop was just straight jamming on him, and it showed that, but it only showed it as the one cop, and then Tyree Nichols like, see his footing, he was trying to run away. I'm like, he just got, he just got hammered on across his face. What do you think he's gonna do? Just stand there? Because the dude, and they also made it to where like it made Tyree Nichols look like he was towering the other guy. That guy was a small guy. He was, I don't know how tall he was, but he was a skinny guy. He wasn't a very big guy at all. And
423.
especially compared to the 4 people that beat him to death.
2423.
Under the same event, can you give us another RD under 5082?
But yeah, and to me, that shouldn't even have been allowed into evidence. That stupid AI depicted thing. It made no sense to me.
Take John 283 257. John 283 257. Same event number 14541 14541.
10-4, thank you.
You're welcome.
But it sure as hell ain't getting no better out here. And like I said, coming into summertime too. In the wintertime, nobody wants to be outside in the cold, especially like, Chicago. It's cold up there. And even around here, the same way. Well, let's see. Wasn't that long ago, there was a hotel up the road a few miles, and it was like a war zone for a couple minutes anyway. And I don't know what they were shooting, but it wasn't a pistol. It was big shit. And it was full auto. I was like, okay. Crazy thing, they didn't hit nothing. But
Sam, figured a pod mission at 81st National.
Lucky enough, the only thing they hit was cars. And then right down the street, it was 2-3 weeks ago.
It's going to be 00637, 00637.
Dude got shot outside the 7-Eleven. Some kind of argument. How you get an argument at 7-Eleven? Everybody's happy at 7-Eleven. Maybe not the people that own them. I don't know. Because, I don't know. I'm going to come to the conclusion that, and this is going to sound terrible, but I'll say it anyway. I had posted a video a little while back about which, how did I put it without sounding like a complete asshole? I guess I would sound like a complete asshole. I said, what, ethnicity is the rudest people in public, just opinions. And I was like, I'll even say it first. Like, nobody wanted to comment on it because, like I said, nobody wanted to be called a racist or some shit, but I don't really care. I said, to me, and I do believe this, and this is all age groups of this, but male and female Indian people are rude as shit in public. I don't know how they are at home or whatever, but in public, they are rude as shit. And then coming into a close second behind that is young adulthood female Spanish women. Rude as shit. And the kids that the Indian people have are horrible. And I say this because there's a store called Where You Been, and it's like an Amazon return store. They got a bunch of shit that anything that Amazon gets returned, it comes to the store. It's like a big bin thing, Where You Been. And it's cheap. It's like a different dollar amounts per day, whatever. You go in there, and that place is. See, I got really bad social anxiety, so I take medication for this shit. And same with, because I'm schizoaffective, bipolar type, so I take a ton of medication for that, which is why I wear sunglasses whenever I film, because 2 reasons. One is because of anxiety. Secondly, because the medication I'm on, I'll get a twitch every now and then. I'll be like, you know what I mean? So. Nobody likes that. So that's why I wear shades all the time while I'm filming, because it's the only way I can do it. Otherwise, I'll just sit here and freeze up and look stupid, more so than I already did. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, like all the stupid medication I take for being schizo and whatnot, because I take risperidone, Vraylar, hydroxyzine. There's something else too that I don't remember what it is. Starts with I don't know. It's downstairs. But anyway, so yeah, I'm all kooky. But that's the way it goes. I think all of us are to a certain degree. But anyway. Well, it seems as though this is winding down. I've been on here for an hour and 4. For the ones that's been on here, I do appreciate it. And I'm going to cut it off. And I might do another live tomorrow, depending on what's going on. There's a couple news stories I want to do, and I don't. If I put a video together about it, I don't think it's going to get out. 'Cause I
X-ray
think I'm still-
612.
X-ray 612.
Squad from 81st and Paulina. Our offenders led the scene in a maroon sedan, southbound. Female one, male one. Per our caller, the male one is armed with a handgun. They described it as a black handle with a silver slide. Unknown plate at this time, just for information and officer safety.
Black handle. Yeah, it's about right. Well, I got a MMP 40, but I stripped the paint off this.
All right, and per X-ray 612, the offender fled in a maroon sedan, southbound. The female one, M1. M1 is usually armed with a handgun. Is known to be black with a silver slade. Unknown plate for officer safety.
Anyway, I stripped the paint off the slide and polished it. It's not like a chromey look, but it's a nice dull. I mean, it's a polished look. It's not like a bright chrome, you know what I mean? So I like taking them. I've had it for a long time. Anyway, like I said, I'm probably gonna do a live tomorrow because I feel like if I put a video together, nobody's gonna see it yet anyway because everything's still screwed up on my channel. So, yeah, that's gonna do it for right now. And I appreciate all y'all. Stay true to yourself. Think for yourself. And we'll see you later. Bye.